I'm just trying to survive.
Nothing ever works out for me.
I can't afford that.
Let me ask you, what if everything could change in just 6 months? Now, I'm not talking about hitting the jackpot or out hustling the next fella. I'm talking about spiritual acceleration, about clearing out the clutter so you can step into what God Himself can bless. We've got 6 months left this year. That's 180 days, a whole lot of possibility. Plenty of time for the Lord to transform your financial life if you'll lay down what's not working and pick up what is. So let me ask you, how long have you been busy but still broke? Praying but still stuck? Dreaming but still feeling the pressure? See, it's not always about doing more. Sometimes, friend, it's about removing what's blocking the flow. For the next few minutes, let me walk you through a process that's both spiritually rooted and practical. One I've seen work in boardrooms and living rooms all around the world. Let's get to it. First, cut the chaos. Chaos, folks, is expensive. You don't just lose time, you lose clarity, favor, and peace. Most folks aren't broke because they're lazy. They're broke because they're working without order. Remember, God blessed what He put in order. Form came before fruit. So ask yourself, where is your life chaotic right now? What financial patterns are out of whack or hidden in the shadows? What subscriptions, habits, or emotional decisions are draining your blessing? You can't fix what you won't face. Face the mess. Clean the slate. God can't bless clutter. Second, silence the voices. Most folks' financial lives are run by voices that aren't the Lord's. Culture, fear, ego, maybe even good folks with advice that just doesn't fit your season. Make this decision in the next 6 months. You won't let confusion write your checks. Unfollow people who make you feel behind. Turn down the noise that's pretending to be motivation. Get quiet enough to hear the one voice that knows where your provision lives. Jesus said,
My sheep know my voice.
Not every voice, just His. So ask, who's been defining wealth for you? Whose approval are you chasing with your bank balance? What idea are you running after that never even came from your spirit? Clarity isn't found in volume, it's found in stillness. Third, break the agreements. You may not even realize it, but a lot of us have made silent agreements with lack. Maybe you've heard,
You're not a money person.
Ministry and wealth don't mix.
Money is dangerous.
Success means compromise.
let me be clear. What you believe sets the ceiling on your increase. You can't walk in overflow if you think struggle is spiritual. So over the next 6 months, friend, identify every limiting agreement you've made about money, about your worth, about what's possible. Then break them out loud with authority. You're not just making better choices, you're breaking spiritual contracts that have been draining your destiny. Fourth, steward what's already in your hand. You don't need 10 new streams of income. You need to honor the seed God's already given you. Remember the widow in 2 Kings 4? She's in debt, she cries out, and the prophet doesn't give her a handout. He asks,
What do you have in your house?
her miracle didn't come from the outside. It came from what she already had, once she brought it under God's instruction. Ask yourself, what skill, resource, or relationship have I overlooked? What's already in my life that I've undervalued? Where have I been waiting for more instead of working what's already mine? Don't pray for a field if you haven't planted in your own garden. Pour oil into the vessels you already own. You'll be amazed at what God multiplies when you're obedient. Fifth, honor the pace of peace. You don't need to go viral. You need to go deep. A lot of folks collapse financially because they're building faster than their character can carry. They chase speed, not substance. but peace is proof you're moving at God's pace. So here's a new metric. If it steals your peace, it's not the promise. 6 months of working in peace will outperform 6 years of striving every time. Ask,
Where am I forcing results instead of flowing with grace? What commitments are bringing pressure, not fruit?
the blessing of the Lord makes rich and adds no sorrow. If it's making you sick, burned out, or bitter, it's not your breakthrough. Sixth, and maybe most important, speak different. You can't speak lack and expect abundance. You can't declare debt and expect overflow. Your words have creative power. Stop saying,
I'm just trying to survive.
Nothing ever works out for me.
I can't afford that.
Start saying, I'm being positioned for divine provision. I carry wisdom to create wealth. I am building what God can bless. Your future bends toward your confession. For the next 6 months, train your mouth to agree with what heaven says about you, not what fear or Instagram or failure says. Your voice is the rudder of your results. So here's the truth. 6 months is more than enough time. Enough to rebuild your systems. Enough to reset your mind. Enough to remove what's been blocking the blessing. You don't need more hustle. You need holy habits. You need spiritual clarity. You need space for God to do what only He can do. If you give Him room, if you give Him honesty, if you give Him a willing vessel, He can multiply what you thought was empty. I'm Rob Saunders, and this is your 6-month invitation, not to try harder, but to trust deeper, to surrender smarter, and to expect the blessing of the Lord that makes rich and adds no sorrow. Subscribe now, and let's build the next 6 months together on wisdom, on truth, and on wealth that lasts. May the Lord bless you, make you rich, and add no sorrow to it.